Imagine this. It's 2 a.m., and you're finally deep asleep after a long day. Then suddenly, bam, your leg locks up. The muscle feels like a tight knot of steel, twisting and burning from the inside. You sit up, gasping, trying to stretch, rub, or move, but the pain only gets worse. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. Millions of adults over 50 suffer from nighttime leg cramps. They can strike out of nowhere, robbing you of sleep, peace, and sometimes even your confidence to stay active the next day. But what if I told you that you could stop these painful cramps in just 2 minutes and do it safely, right at home, without pills or expensive gadgets? In this video, I'll share 2 science-backed tricks that I've personally recommended to hundreds of my senior patients, and they work fast. Now, before we dive in, let's take a quick look at why these cramps happen, because understanding the cause is the key to stopping them quickly and preventing them from coming back. Night leg cramps are actually small electrical misfires in your muscles. Your muscles are supposed to contract and relax smoothly, controlled by signals from your nerves. But when your body is low on key minerals like magnesium, potassium, or calcium, those signals get scrambled. The muscle contracts but doesn't release. That's why you feel that sharp, seizing pain that won't let go. Other times, cramps happen because of poor circulation or muscle fatigue. When we sit too long, stand too long, or even sleep in awkward positions, our blood flow to the legs decreases. That means less oxygen, less hydration, and more chance for the muscle to spasm. For older adults, this becomes more common because muscles naturally lose strength and flexibility with age. Dehydration happens more easily, and some medications, like diuretics or statins, can lower essential minerals. The good news? Once you understand these causes, you can interrupt a cramp before it fully develops, sometimes in seconds. And that's exactly what today's video is about. 2 fast, proven methods to stop a leg cramp while it's happening and help prevent the next one tonight. Here's what we'll cover. Keycap 1, the 2-minute active release technique, a powerful trick that relaxes the cramping muscle instantly by reversing the nerve signal. Keycap 2, the mineral boost hydration method, how to use one simple drink before bed to stop nighttime cramps from ever waking you again. Both are simple, natural, and backed by solid medical science. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have 2 tools that could completely change your nights. Before we get to the first tip, let's make something clear. If your cramps are happening often or they're severe, don't ignore them. Frequent cramps can be a sign of circulation issues, nerve compression, or even diabetes. Always talk to your healthcare provider if you're unsure. But for most people, especially healthy seniors, these 2 tips are safe, quick, and incredibly effective. Now, grab a seat or lie back comfortably, because in the next part, I'll walk you through tip number 1, the 2-minute active release technique. You want to remember this one. It's so effective that most of my patients use it every time they feel a cramp starting. The 2-minute active release technique. Now, let's start with the first and my personal favorite, method to stop a leg cramp while it's happening. I call this the 2-minute active release technique. You can do this trick anytime, anywhere, even in bed, and it usually works within 60 to 120 seconds. This technique works by sending the right signal back to your nerves and muscles, forcing the cramped muscle to release naturally. Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Identify the cramping muscle. When a cramp hits, it often feels like the pain takes over your entire leg. But try to focus and locate exactly which muscle is seizing. For most people, it's one of 3. The calf muscle, just below your knee, the hamstring at the back of your thigh, or the front of the shin, especially if you've been walking or climbing stairs that day. Once you know where it is, take a deep breath. I know it hurts, but this is important. Don't panic or fight the cramp. The more you tense up, the worse it gets. Step 2. Contract the opposing muscle. Here's the magic part. Your body has a built-in safety switch called reciprocal inhibition. When one muscle contracts, the opposite muscle must relax. We can use this reflex to our advantage. Back and index pointing right, for example. If your calf is cramping, that's the muscle that points your toes downward. You want to flex your foot upward, like you're trying to bring your toes toward your knee. That motion activates the muscle on the front of your leg, which forces the calf to release. If your hamstring is cramping, gently straighten your leg and tighten your thigh. This activates the front quadriceps muscle and sends a signal to relax the hamstring. If your front shin is cramping, do the opposite. Point your toes downward to stretch the front and engage the calf. You don't need to move fast. In fact, slow and controlled movements are safer and more effective. Hold the position for 5 to 10 seconds, then relax and repeat 2 or 3 times. You'll feel the muscle start to soften, the pain easing with each round. Step 3. Massage and stretch gently. Once the worst pain passes, it's time to help your muscle recover. Use your hands to gently massage the area. Circular motions with light pressure are enough. This improves blood flow, clears lactic acid, and reduces the risk of the cramp returning within the next few minutes. Then, add a gentle stretch. For calf cramps, sit on your bed, loop a towel or sheet around your foot, and gently pull your toes toward you until you feel the stretch. For hamstring cramps, sit upright, extend one leg, and lean forward slowly, never bounce. For shin cramps, sit on your heels for a few seconds to stretch the front of your legs. Each stretch should last about 15 to 20 seconds, just enough to relax the muscle fully. Step 4. Rehydrate immediately. After a cramp, your muscle fibers are like a squeezed sponge. They need fluid and electrolytes to reset. So, drink a glass of water, or better yet, a mineral-rich hydration drink. We'll cover this in the next part. This helps restore magnesium, potassium, and sodium, the trio your muscles rely on for smooth contraction. If you often wake up with cramps, keep a bottle of water near your bed. Sometimes, just rehydrating after the episode prevents a second cramp later that night. Step 5. Walk it off. Once the muscle feels loose again, stand up and take a few slow steps. Gentle walking helps the blood flow return to normal and keeps the muscle fibers from tightening again. This last step may seem small, but it's one of the best ways to prevent another cramp before you go back to sleep. Why this works? Medical insight. This simple trick works because it reverses the faulty nerve signal that caused the cramp in the first place. By contracting the opposite muscle, you essentially reset the communication between your brain and the cramping area. You're not fighting the cramp, you're outsmarting it. That's why most of my senior patients tell me they can stop a cramp in 90 seconds or less once they master this technique. And the best part? It's 100% natural. No pills, no side effects, no waiting for medication to kick in. If the first method, the active release technique, helps you stop a cramp once it starts, then this second method will help you prevent it from ever happening in the first place. I call it the mineral boost hydration method, and it's one of the simplest yet most powerful habits you can build into your nightly routine. Why hydration matters more than you think. Most seniors I've worked with underestimate just how much hydration affects muscle health. They'll tell me, "Doctor, I drink enough water during the day. I'm not thirsty." But here's the truth. By the time you feel thirsty, your body is already dehydrated. And dehydration doesn't always mean your mouth feels dry. Sometimes it shows up as night cramps, restless legs, or even trouble falling asleep. See, your muscles depend on electrolytes, minerals like magnesium, potassium, and sodium, to contract and relax properly. When those minerals fall even slightly out of balance, your muscle cells start to misfire. That's when a cramp can strike, often just as you're drifting off to sleep. Step 1. Replenish the big 3 electrolytes. Let's talk about the 3 minerals that matter most for preventing leg cramps. 1. Magnesium, the calming mineral. Magnesium is like nature's muscle relaxant. It helps your nerves and muscles communicate smoothly, keeps your blood vessels open, and supports over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. Low magnesium is one of the leading causes of night cramps in adults over 50. Yet it's also one of the easiest to fix. You can get magnesium naturally from foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, avocados, dark chocolate. Yes, really. If you prefer supplements, look for magnesium glycinate. It's gentle on the stomach and absorbs well. Aim for around 200 to 400 milligrams per day, but always check with your doctor first. 2. Potassium, the muscle balancer. Potassium works alongside sodium to keep the electrical signals in your muscles stable. Too little potassium, and your muscles can fire erratically. That's what triggers a painful spasm. Good food sources include bananas, oranges, sweet potatoes, yogurt, coconut water. A banana before bed or a glass of coconut water in the evening can make a huge difference for many seniors. 3. Sodium, the overlooked helper. Most people think sodium is the enemy, but in reality, too little sodium can also lead to cramps. When you sweat or take certain medications like diuretics for blood pressure, your sodium levels can drop below what your nerves need to transmit signals properly. You don't need to add much. Just a pinch of high-quality sea salt or Himalayan salt in your evening drink is enough to restore balance. Step 2. The 2-minute bedtime drink recipe. Now here's the part my patients love most. A simple, natural drink that could dramatically reduce night cramps. Crescent Moon, the bedtime mineral drink. Mix the following in a glass of warm water. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, optional for taste and digestion. A pinch of Himalayan salt or sea salt. A squeeze of fresh lemon or lime juice. 1 teaspoon of honey, optional for flavor. Stir well and sip it 20 to 30 minutes before bed. This combination gently replenishes electrolytes, hydrates your tissues, and supports your nervous system while you sleep. Many seniors tell me that within just a few nights, they stop waking up with cramps altogether. If you don't like the taste, you can replace it with coconut water or a low-sugar electrolyte mix, as long as it includes magnesium and potassium. Step 3. Hydrate the smart way. A common mistake I see is drinking too much water right before bed, which leads to waking up to use the bathroom multiple times a night. Instead, try this. Morning. Start your day with 1 glass of water to wake up your circulation. Afternoon. Add electrolytes to one of your drinks if you've been active or sweating. Evening. Enjoy the bedtime mineral drink 30 minutes before sleep. This pattern keeps your cells hydrated all day long without overloading your bladder at night. Step 4. Combine with the active release technique. Here's where the real magic happens. When you stay hydrated and mineral balanced, your muscles remain supple, your blood vessels stay open, and your nerves transmit signals smoothly. If a cramp still sneaks through, you can use the active release technique from part 2, and it will work faster and easier. Hydration and nerve balance are the perfect duo for long-term relief. Bonus tip: morning stretch and warm water. If you often wake up with tightness in your legs, start your day with 2 things. A glass of warm water with a squeeze of lemon. A 2-minute calf and hamstring stretch before standing up. This wakes up your circulation and prevents those early morning spasms that can throw off your entire day. Now that you know how to stop a cramp fast and why hydration and minerals matter, let's put it all together into one simple daily plan, something that keeps your legs strong, balanced, and pain-free every single day. I call this the 24-hour cramp-proof routine because it works around the clock to keep your muscles calm and your circulation flowing. And the best part? You don't need expensive supplements or complicated workouts. Just a few easy habits that take less than 5 minutes at a time. Morning. Wake up your circulation 0 to 10 minutes after waking. When you first wake up, your blood flow is still sluggish, and your leg muscles may feel tight or stiff, especially if you've had cramps during the night. This is the best time to wake up your legs gently. Drink a glass of warm lemon water. Squeeze half a lemon into a glass of warm water. This helps rehydrate your body after hours of sleep and gives you a small dose of electrolytes. The acidity helps your body absorb minerals like magnesium more effectively. 2 minutes circulation stretch. Sit at the edge of your bed. Point your toes forward and then flex them back toward your shins. Do 15 to 20 gentle repetitions for each foot. Then, stand up and do slow heel raises. Rise onto your toes and slowly lower down. These light movements act like a morning wake-up call for your muscles and veins, helping prevent that first cramp of the day. Midday. Stay hydrated and mobile, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Most leg cramps don't happen in the morning. They strike in the evening or at night. Why? Because during the day, dehydration slowly builds up. That's why midday hydration is so critical. Drink smartly. Have one tall glass of water or coconut water with lunch. If you've been sweating or it's hot outside, add a pinch of salt or use an electrolyte tablet. Stretch breaks. If you've been sitting for long periods, take a 2-minute walk every hour. Roll your ankles, bend your knees, and shake out your legs. This keeps blood from pooling in your lower limbs, a key trigger for cramps in seniors. Eat for your muscles. Include foods rich in potassium and magnesium in your lunch. Try baked salmon with spinach, sweet potato with a drizzle of olive oil, or a yogurt parfait with banana slices and chia seeds. Each of these meals delivers both hydration and minerals, a natural way to protect your muscles long before bedtime. Evening. Calm and prepare the muscles, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is the most important window for preventing night cramps. Everything you do here will determine whether your legs stay relaxed while you sleep. The warm compress ritual. Apply a warm towel or heating pad to your calves for 10 minutes while watching TV or reading. This improves blood circulation and relaxes tight muscle fibers. Evening leg massage. Use your hands or a small roller to gently massage from your ankles up toward your knees. Use light circular motions, never too hard. You can use coconut oil, magnesium oil, or a gentle lotion with peppermint or lavender. Hydration boost. Sip on your bedtime mineral drink from part 3. If you prefer something simpler, try a half glass of coconut water with a pinch of salt and lemon juice. Relaxing movement. Do light ankle circles and leg lifts in bed before lying down. Focus on breathing deeply. Slow, calm breaths tell your body to relax fully. This simple combination, heat, hydration, and movement, prevents your muscles from tightening as your body cools down during sleep. Nighttime, sleep position and mindful relaxation before bed. Your sleeping position can actually influence your risk of cramping. When you sleep with your toes pointed downward like a ballerina, your calf muscles shorten, and that's the exact position that triggers most night cramps. Try this instead. Lie on your back with your toes pointing slightly upward. Or, if you prefer to sleep on your side, place a pillow between your knees to keep your hips aligned. Another great trick, before falling asleep, do 10 to 15 gentle ankle flexes. This keeps the muscle memory of lengthened calves, making cramps less likely. If you wake up during the night and feel that first warning twitch, don't panic. Instead, sit up, extend your leg, and press your heel gently against the bed while pulling your toes back. Breathe deeply and stay calm. Most cramps ease in less than 30 seconds with this move. Morning after, check your progress. If you wake up cramp-free, celebrate it. If not, note when and where the cramp happened. Was it after a heavy meal, a salty dinner, or a very active day? Keeping a small leg health journal helps identify your personal triggers. With time, you'll notice patterns. Maybe you need more magnesium on workout days, or maybe dehydration sneaks in after long walks. Understanding your body's signals is the secret to long-term prevention. Final thought for this section. The 24-hour cramp-proof routine is not about perfection. It's about consistency. Small daily actions create massive results when repeated over time. Even just following 2 or 3 of these habits regularly can dramatically reduce the frequency and severity of leg cramps. Before we jump into more practical tips, let's take a moment to understand what's really going on inside your muscles when a cramp hits. Because once you understand the science, you'll see why these simple remedies, stretching, hydration, magnesium, work so fast. And here's the truth. Leg cramps are not random. They're your body's way of sounding an alarm, saying, hey, something's out of balance. Let's break that message down step by step. 1. What actually happens during a leg cramp? A muscle cramp is basically an involuntary contraction. Your muscle tightens and refuses to relax. Normally, your brain and nerves work together like a perfect orchestra, sending electrical signals to contract or relax a muscle on command. But during a cramp, that system misfires. The nerve keeps firing contract signals, and the muscle locks up. The result? Sharp pain, a hard knot under your skin, and sometimes a muscle that stays sore for hours afterward. So what triggers that misfire? It almost always comes down to one of three things: dehydration and electrolyte imbalance, nerve overstimulation due to fatigue or tension, poor blood circulation. Let's explore each one and how you can fix it. 2. The hydration and electrolyte connection. Your muscles don't just run on strength, they run on electricity. Every time a muscle contracts, it depends on tiny charged minerals called electrolytes. Sodium helps transmit nerve signals. Potassium keeps your muscle fibers from overstimulating. Calcium starts each contraction. Magnesium tells the muscle when to relax. When you sweat, get dehydrated, or drink too much coffee or alcohol, your electrolyte balance gets disrupted. Think of it like a phone battery with poor connection. The signal gets scrambled. The nerves misfire, and the muscle locks up. That's why simple solutions like a banana, coconut water, or a warm lemon electrolyte drink work so well. They restore balance, giving your muscles the electrical stability they need to relax normally again. 3. The role of fatigue and nerve overstimulation. Overworked or tense muscles can forget how to relax. When you walk, climb stairs, or even stand for too long, your muscles build up microfatigue, small stress in the fibers. Normally, rest and blood flow repair that easily. But if circulation is poor, or if the same muscles are used repeatedly, nerves can stay stuck in the on position. Here's what happens. The spinal cord keeps sending signals to tighten. The motor neurons, nerve cells that control muscle movement, get hypersensitive. The result? A cramp, even hours after you stop moving. That's why cramps often strike after you've gone to bed. You lie down, your legs cool, blood flow slows, and suddenly, bam, that calf locks up. So, when you stretch or gently flex your leg during a cramp, you're not just loosening the muscle. You're resetting the nerve signals, telling your brain, relax. We're okay now. 4. Circulation, the hidden cause behind nighttime cramps. Blood flow is everything. When circulation slows, oxygen and nutrients can't reach your muscles efficiently, and the waste products from metabolism, like lactic acid, build up. This creates tension and irritation in the muscle fibers. Seniors are especially prone to this because blood vessels lose flexibility with age. Many spend long hours sitting or sleeping with legs bent. Some medications, like diuretics or statins, can further reduce blood flow to the limbs. That's why even simple habits like elevating your legs for 10 minutes before bed, doing ankle rolls, or massaging your calves can make a world of difference. You're literally improving circulation, allowing oxygen in, flushing waste out, and preventing the chemical buildup that triggers cramps. 5. Why a nighttime cramp trick works. You might remember from earlier parts that pulling your toes back toward your shin or pressing your heel into the bed can stop a cramp within seconds. Here's why. That move activates the opposite muscle group, the muscles in your shin, the tibialis anterior. When they contract, your calf muscles are forced to relax. This is called reciprocal inhibition. It's your body's built-in off switch for cramps. Combine that with deep breathing, and you're sending a double message. Muscle, you can stop now. Brain, reduce the nerve firing. That's how you can literally stop a cramp in under 10 seconds using no medication. Just understanding how your body works. 6. The magnesium factor, the muscle's peacekeeper. If one nutrient deserves special attention, it's magnesium. It acts as the calm down mineral, balancing the stimulating effects of calcium and helping your nerves and muscles relax after each contraction. When you're low in magnesium, muscles stay in a partially contracted state, always tense, always ready to cramp. Unfortunately, magnesium deficiency is common in seniors due to reduced absorption with age, certain medications like diuretics and antacids, low intake of magnesium-rich foods. That's why magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds, almonds, leafy greens, and avocados are so valuable. They help muscles remember how to relax, not just tonight, but long-term. 7. Outsmarting cramps long-term. Once you understand the mechanics, prevention becomes simple. To outsmart cramps, You need to support the three systems involved: hydration and electrolytes, drink water, add minerals, nerve stability, stretch, breathe, reduce tension, circulation, move, massage, and keep legs active. When you cover all three, you don't just stop cramps, you rebuild muscle health. You'll notice better flexibility, fewer nighttime interruptions, and stronger legs overall. Final thoughts. Cramps aren't a sign of aging you have to just live with. They're your body asking for balance. And the good news is you can give it exactly what it needs. A little hydration, a short stretch, a mindful bedtime routine. That's all it takes to turn painful nights into peaceful sleep. And now that you understand the science behind it, every time you stretch, sip water, or eat a banana, you'll know exactly why it works. The ultimate anti-cramp lifestyle plan, 7-day reset for stronger, calmer legs. Now that you understand what causes leg cramps and how to stop them instantly, it's time to build a plan that prevents them for good. Because the truth is, lasting relief doesn't come from a single trick or supplement. It comes from small, consistent habits that retrain your muscles, restore balance, and improve circulation day by day. That's exactly what this 7-day anti-cramp lifestyle plan is designed to do. It's simple, safe, and proven. A daily structure that helps your legs stay strong, hydrated, and cramp-free, naturally. Let's dive in. Droplet morning. Rehydrate and wake up your muscles. Most cramps begin with dehydration overnight, when the body loses fluids through breathing and sweating during sleep. So the first step every morning is to replenish and activate. Start your day with a large glass of warm water mixed with a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon. This provides electrolytes and gently reawakens the digestive and muscular systems. 2 minutes of gentle leg movement. Point and flex your toes, rotate your ankles, and do light calf raises. These small actions pump blood back into your legs and signal your nervous system to turn on properly. Bonus tip: if mornings are when cramps usually strike, keep a small water bottle and magnesium cream by your bed. Apply the cream before standing up. It can instantly relax tight muscles. Green salad midday. Nourish with anti-cramp foods. What you eat has a direct effect on muscle performance. Certain foods restore electrolytes, calm nerves, and improve muscle recovery, while others, like processed snacks or caffeine overload, do the opposite. Build your lunch around these leg-friendly nutrients. Magnesium, spinach, avocado, pumpkin seeds, or almonds. Potassium, sweet potatoes, bananas, lentils, or oranges. Calcium, sardines, tofu, or fortified plant-based milk. Vitamin D, salmon, egg yolks, or a short session in the sun, 10 to 15 minutes. Example meal: a salmon salad with spinach, avocado, olive oil, and a squeeze of lemon. Add a side of sweet potato for a potassium boost. Lipo, did you know? Magnesium and potassium work together to maintain fluid balance inside your muscles. One helps them contract, the other helps them relax. Keeping both in check prevents nighttime spasms. Woman running afternoon. Move to improve circulation. Staying still for too long, especially sitting, slows blood flow to your legs. That's why many seniors notice cramps after long car rides or TV time. Try this every afternoon. Walk for 10 to 15 minutes. Even a short stroll around your home or garden boosts circulation and clears lactic acid from your muscles. Calf pump exercise. Sit on a chair, lift your heels, then your toes, repeat 20 times. This simple move improves venous return, the flow of blood back to your heart. Hydration reminder: drink a full glass of water or herbal tea, especially if you've had coffee earlier. Avoid crossing your legs for long periods or sitting with your knees bent sharply. It restricts blood flow and can trigger cramps later in bed. Crescent moon evening. Prepare your legs for rest. Nighttime is when cramps love to strike. That's because muscles cool down, circulation slows, and electrolyte balance shifts. Your goal before bed is to reset your body's relaxation mode. Here's your evening routine. Stretch for 3 minutes. Focus on calves, thighs, and feet. Try this. Stand facing a wall. Place your hands against it. Step one leg back, keeping the heel down, and lean forward until you feel a gentle stretch in the calf. Hold for 30 seconds per side. Warm soak or shower. Improves blood flow and releases tight muscles. Leg massage. Use magnesium oil or light lotion. Start from your ankles and move upward in long strokes toward your knees. This helps move fluid, prevents pooling, and promotes deeper relaxation. Bedtime hydration trick. Before sleeping, sip half a cup of water with a tiny pinch of sea salt or a splash of coconut water. Just enough to keep electrolyte balance overnight, but not so much you'll wake up for the bathroom. Bedtime position matters. Believe it or not, how you sleep can influence cramping. Sleeping with your feet pointed down, like when lying on your stomach, shortens the calf muscles, making them more likely to spasm. The fix: sleep on your back or side with your toes pointed upward. Place a small pillow or rolled towel under your knees. It reduces tension on the hamstrings and calves. If cramps hit during the night, sit up immediately and flex your foot. Pull your toes toward your knee. You'll often stop the pain in seconds. Woman in lotus position, mind-body balance. Stress and fatigue amplify nerve misfiring, one of the hidden causes of muscle tension. A calm nervous system equals calm muscles. Try this short bedtime breathing routine. Sit or lie comfortably. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat 6 to 8 times. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair mode, reducing muscle tension naturally. Spiral calendar 7-day reset overview. Day focus key habit. Day 1 hydration reset. Start every morning with electrolyte water. Day 2 circulation boost. Add 1 15-minute walk after lunch. Day 3 stretch and relax. Do the 3-minute bedtime stretch routine. Day 4 nutrition upgrade. Add magnesium-rich foods to every meal. Day 5 balance your sleep. Adjust sleeping position and test leg support. Day 6 recovery and calm. Take a warm soak and breathing session. Day 7 review and maintain. Note improvements and set your long-term plan. By the end of just 1 week, most people notice a major difference. Lighter legs, fewer cramps, and deeper sleep. Glowing star the takeaway. Strong, cramp-free legs aren't a matter of luck or youth. They're the result of consistent care. With this 7-day plan, you're retraining your muscles and nerves to communicate correctly, keeping your electrolytes balanced, and ensuring your circulation stays strong. You'll move easier, sleep better, and wake up ready to walk, climb, or dance without pain. And remember, every small change you make adds up. Drink water, stretch daily, stay active, and feed your muscles the minerals they crave. Because your legs deserve to carry you comfortably, confidently, and pain-free for years to come. Would you like me to continue with part 7? Foods and drinks that trigger leg cramps. What to avoid. Foods and drinks that trigger leg cramps. What to avoid at all costs. You've learned how to stretch, hydrate, and nourish your legs. But here's something most people don't realize. Even if you're eating the right foods and taking your supplements, a few sneaky items in your daily diet could be undoing all your progress. That's right. Certain foods and drinks silently drain your electrolytes, tighten your muscles, and interrupt nerve signals. If you've been wondering, why do my cramps keep coming back even when I'm careful? The culprit might be sitting in your kitchen or refrigerator right now. Let's uncover the 7 biggest cramp-causing culprits and what to do instead. 1. Coffee and caffeinated drinks. Hot beverage. A morning coffee might feel like your best friend, but too much caffeine acts like a diuretic, meaning it makes your body lose water and electrolytes faster. That's a problem because dehydration is the #1 trigger for nighttime leg cramps. When you're dehydrated, calcium and magnesium levels drop, and your muscles start to misfire, exactly what leads to those sharp, painful spasms in your calves. Smart swap. Limit yourself to 1 cup of coffee or tea per day. For your second drink, switch to herbal tea or warm lemon water. If you enjoy iced drinks, try unsweetened coconut water. It naturally replenishes lost electrolytes. 2. Alcohol wine lasts. Alcohol doesn't just dehydrate you. It also interferes with how your body stores and absorbs magnesium, potassium, and B vitamins. These are the exact nutrients your muscles need to function properly. Even small amounts before bed can disrupt circulation, lower hydration, and cause your leg muscles to tense up during sleep. Smart swap. If you enjoy a social drink, follow every glass of alcohol with one full glass of water. Better yet, try this refreshing evening tonic. Sparkling water, a squeeze of lime, a pinch of sea salt. It's crisp, hydrating, and actually supports your electrolyte balance. 3. Processed meats and packaged snacks, bacon French fries, hot dogs, sausages, jerky, potato chips. All of these are loaded with sodium nitrate and artificial preservatives. They might taste good, but they cause fluid retention and throw off the delicate sodium-potassium balance inside your muscles. When there's too much sodium and not enough potassium, your cells lose their ability to relax, meaning your muscles stay tense and cramp more easily. Smart swap. Choose lean fresh protein like chicken, fish, or eggs. For snacks, reach for unsalted nuts, fresh fruit, or plain Greek yogurt. These foods nourish your muscles instead of exhausting them. 4. Sugary foods and soft drinks, cup with straw shortcake. Sugar spikes insulin, which causes your kidneys to flush out magnesium and potassium. This double loss weakens your muscles, especially at night when your body is in recovery mode. Soft drinks are even worse. They combine sugar, caffeine, and phosphoric acid, which drains calcium from your bones and muscles. Smart swap. Replace soda with infused water. Add cucumber, mint, or orange slices for natural flavor. Satisfy sweet cravings with a banana drizzled with honey or a few dates, rich in potassium and natural sugars your body can actually use. 5. Artificial sweeteners and diet drinks beverage box. Many seniors switch to diet soda or sugar-free snacks thinking they're healthier. But chemicals like aspartame and sucralose can overstimulate nerves and alter how your muscles respond to signals, often making cramps worse. Artificial sweeteners may also deplete magnesium over time, increasing sensitivity to muscle spasms. Smart swap. If you like sweetness, go natural. Use stevia, monk fruit, or a small amount of raw honey. Your body processes them gently without the chemical side effects. 6. White bread, pasta, and refined grains bread spaghetti. These foods are stripped of magnesium and B vitamins during processing, nutrients that help convert food into energy and keep your muscles relaxed. Without enough B vitamins, especially B6 and B12, your nerves can't communicate properly with your muscles. The result? Twitching, tingling, and cramps that seem to appear out of nowhere. Smart swap. Choose whole grains like oats, brown rice, or quinoa. Add leafy greens or beans to your meals for an extra dose of magnesium and B vitamins. 7. Too much salt. Even the hidden kind salt. We all know too much salt is bad for the heart, but it's also bad for your legs. High sodium levels pull water out of your cells, dehydrating muscle fibers and making them spasm more easily. Hidden salt shows up in canned soups, frozen meals, sauces and dressings, restaurant food. Even healthy-looking salads can pack more sodium than a bag of chips if the dressing is processed. Smart swap. Read labels carefully. Aim for less than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. Flavor your food with lemon juice, garlic, or herbs instead of salt. Add potassium-rich sides like avocado or spinach to balance electrolytes naturally. Prohibited. The hidden danger. Medication-induced cramps. It's worth noting that some prescription drugs, such as diuretics, statins, or blood pressure medications, can also deplete magnesium or potassium. If your cramps persist despite lifestyle changes, discuss this with your doctor. Never stop a medication on your own, but ask whether a supplement or adjustment could help. Light bulb. The balance rule to remember. For every cramp-triggering item you remove, add one muscle-healing food in its place. That's how you build strength and resilience instead of restriction. For example, skip the soda, drink coconut water. Pass on the chips, eat a handful of almonds. Cut back on processed meats, enjoy grilled salmon with lemon and olive oil. Each swap helps rebuild your body's natural rhythm, where nerves fire correctly, blood flows freely, and your muscles stay calm. Glowing Star final thought. Avoiding cramps isn't just about what you do. It's also about what you don't do. Every cup of water, every mindful bite, every small swap adds up to something powerful. Control. Control over your comfort. Control over your sleep. Control over your legs, so they work with you, not against you. Remember this rule. Keep your muscles hydrated, your minerals balanced, and your food real. That's the true anti-cramp formula. Simple, natural, and proven. If you've ever been jolted awake by a sharp, twisting pain in your calf, you know it's not just a nuisance. It steals your rest, your peace, and sometimes your confidence in your own body. But here's the truth. You can train your legs not to cramp. Yes, just like you can train a muscle to grow stronger, or your heart to beat steadier through regular activity, your legs can be conditioned to stay relaxed throughout the night. And the secret lies in a simple, consistent bedtime routine. Let's go step by step through a doctor-approved routine that takes less than 10 minutes, but works wonders for people over 50. Step 1. The warm-up, 3 minutes before bed. Right before bedtime, do this light warm-up. It helps your blood flow to the muscles, flushes out lactic acid, and signals your nervous system that it's time to relax. Here's what to do. Ankle rotations, 30 seconds each leg. Sit or stand, lift one foot, and slowly rotate your ankle clockwise 10 times, then counterclockwise 10 times. This movement improves circulation through your calves and feet, exactly where most cramps strike. Calf stretch, 30 seconds each leg. Stand facing a wall, place one foot behind the other, and lean forward slightly. You'll feel the stretch down your calf. Don't bounce. Hold it gently and breathe slowly. Toe point and flex, 1 minute. Sit on your bed or a chair, point your toes away from you, then flex them back toward your face. Repeat slowly. This activates the muscles that often cramp at night and teaches them to release tension. Gentle leg shake, 30 seconds. Stand and lightly shake each leg. It sounds simple, but it relaxes the fascia, the thin layer of tissue that wraps around your muscles and can tighten overnight. Doing this routine regularly conditions your muscles to stay loose. Over time, they remember what it feels like to relax fully. Step 2. Hydration and electrolyte boost. After stretching, replenish your fluids. You lose more water overnight than most people realize through breathing, sweating, and even through your skin. Here's a simple bedtime drink that helps prevent cramps. 1 glass, about 8 ounces of warm water. 1 teaspoon of honey. A small pinch of sea salt or a squeeze of lemon. This combination balances sodium, potassium, and glucose, helping your cells hold on to water and deliver oxygen efficiently. If you're prone to waking up for bathroom trips, drink it 30 minutes before bed, not right before you lie down. Step 3. The magnesium soak, optional but powerful. Once or twice a week, try a warm foot soak in Epsom salt before bed. Magnesium sulfate, the key ingredient in Epsom salt, is absorbed through the skin and helps calm your muscles directly. How to do it? Fill a basin with warm, not hot, water. Add half a cup of Epsom salt. Soak your feet for 15 to 20 minutes while you relax or read. This isn't just relaxing, it's medicinal. It restores magnesium levels and improves blood circulation, especially in people over 50 who often have reduced absorption through digestion. Step 4. Leg elevation and positioning. The way you sleep affects your circulation more than most people realize. Poor blood flow can lead to oxygen-deprived muscles, which cramp more easily. Here's how to fix it. Elevate your legs slightly. Place a small pillow or rolled-up towel onto your calves. This helps blood return to your heart and prevents pooling in the lower legs. Avoid sleeping with your toes pointing downward, as happens when lying on your stomach. This position shortens your calf muscles and makes cramps more likely. Try sleeping on your back or side with relaxed feet. If you often wake up with cramps, keep a small towel near your bed. When a cramp hits, roll the towel under the affected leg to gently stretch it out. It works faster than trying to stand up in pain. Step 5. The mind-body relaxation step. Stress and tension don't just live in your mind. They live in your muscles. When you go to bed worried, anxious, or mentally tense, your nervous system stays in fight or flight mode, and your muscles never get the signal to relax. A 2-minute relaxation practice can change that. Try this simple technique. Lie on your back with your legs straight and arms by your sides. Take a slow, deep breath in, count to 4. Exhale slowly, count to 6. As you breathe out, say silently to yourself, relax. Visualize your legs feeling warm, loose, and heavy, like they're sinking gently into the bed. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's rest and repair mode, and dramatically lowers cramp frequency. Step 6. The rescue trick if a cramp strikes at night. Even with all your preparation, sometimes a cramp still sneaks in. Here's a doctor-approved way to stop it in seconds, safely. Don't panic. Sudden movement makes it worse. Flex your foot upward toward your knee. This lengthens the cramped muscle. Massage the area firmly but slowly. If possible, stand up and press your foot flat on the floor while leaning slightly forward. This stretches the calf and tells the muscle fibers to release. After it relaxes, apply gentle warmth, a heating pad or warm towel, for a few minutes to prevent recramping. Many seniors have told me that just learning this one response trick changed everything, because now they feel in control instead of helpless. Step 7. The power of routine. Here's the truth. The human body loves routine, especially as we age. When you train your legs, your nerves, and your circulation to follow a pattern, they respond with predictability and calm. Do this bedtime routine every night for 2 weeks, and you'll likely notice fewer cramps, shorter duration when they do happen, deeper, uninterrupted sleep, and in many cases, a complete stop to those painful nighttime spasms. Final words, a message of hope. I've worked with many older adults who believed they just have to live with cramps forever. But once they understood their body, hydration, minerals, movement, and rest, they realized that healing wasn't about age. It was about balance. So tonight, before you go to bed, stretch, breathe, hydrate, and tell your body, you're safe. You can rest now, because when your muscles feel safe, they relax. And when they relax, you heal. You've now learned 2 of the most powerful, science-backed methods to stop nighttime leg cramps, and even more importantly, how to take back control of your body. So before we wrap up, let's take a few moments to recap what we've learned together, because understanding is the first step toward transformation. Recap the 2-minute fix. Let's start with the fast-acting trick, the one that works in under 2 minutes when a cramp hits. Flex the foot upward. The moment that stabbing pain grabs your calf or foot, don't panic. Instead, pull your toes toward your knee. This stretch lengthens the cramped muscle fibers and forces them to release. Massage and breathe. As you stretch, take a slow, deep breath. Then gently massage the cramped area with your thumb or fingers, slow, circular motions. The pressure helps restore blood flow, clear trapped calcium, and signal the muscle to relax. Stand and press. If you can, stand up and gently press your foot flat on the floor while leaning forward. This simple action reactivates your circulation and ground your body, helping the cramp disappear faster. Apply gentle warmth. After the muscle releases, place a warm towel or heating pad over it for a few minutes. This soothes the muscle and prevents another cramp from returning. These steps take less than 120 seconds, yet they've helped countless seniors stop cramps instantly, safely, and naturally. It's not magic. It's biology guided by understanding. Recap the nightly prevention routine. But of course, the real victory comes from preventing cramps before they even start. That's where your nightly routine comes in. The simple 10-minute ritual that tells your muscles, it's time to rest. Here's what it includes. Gentle stretching. A few ankle rotations, calf stretches, and toe flexes help flush out lactic acid and loosen the tissues that tighten overnight. Hydration and electrolytes. A small glass of warm water with a pinch of salt and honey helps your body maintain proper fluid balance while you sleep. Optional magnesium soak. Soaking your feet in warm Epsom salt water once or twice a week replenishes magnesium and improves relaxation. Proper sleep positioning. Elevating your legs slightly and avoiding foot-pointing positions prevents your muscles from contracting during sleep. Relaxation breathing. Just 2 minutes of calm breathing signals your nervous system to switch into repair mode, helping your muscles fully relax. Confidence and control. Finally, if a cramp ever sneaks in, you already know what to do. You have your rescue plan, and that sense of control alone helps calm your body and prevent future attacks. Why this works for seniors. As we age, our muscles lose some of their flexibility. Our nerves slow down, and our hydration and mineral balance can shift from day to day. But the good news is the body still listens. When you give it consistency, it responds. These nightly routines work because they retrain your muscles to stay supple, improve blood flow, and restore electrolyte balance. The 3 most common causes of leg cramps in older adults. It's not about being younger. It's about being smarter with how you treat your body. Common mistakes to avoid. Before you go, let's quickly mention a few things that can undo your progress, so you can avoid them starting tonight. Skipping hydration. Even mild dehydration increases the risk of cramps dramatically. If you're taking diuretics or drinking caffeine regularly, you may need extra fluids. Ignoring nutrition. Low magnesium, potassium, or calcium intake weakens your muscle function. Include foods like bananas, eggs, nuts, seeds, and leafy greens daily. Sitting too long. Poor circulation during long sitting periods tightens your calf muscles. Try to stand or stretch every hour, especially before bedtime. Overexertion. Doing too much activity without recovery can lead to fatigue-related cramps. Balance movement with rest and hydration. Avoiding these small mistakes will double your progress and help your legs stay strong, flexible, and pain-free. A gentle message of hope. If you've been living with leg cramps for months or even years, if you've tried medication, massage, stretching, and nothing seemed to work, please remember this. Your body is still capable of healing. Sometimes it just needs the right combination of understanding, movement, and care. The best results come not from doing something complicated, but from doing the right simple things consistently. So tonight, when you go to bed, take 2 minutes. Stretch your calves, drink your warm water, breathe deeply, and remind yourself that you're giving your legs permission to relax. Because recovery starts the moment your body feels safe enough to rest. The closing message. You don't have to live with painful nights anymore. You can wake up refreshed, confident, and free from that fear of when will the next cramp strike. And remember, every step you take toward better muscle health is a step toward a stronger, more independent life. If this message helped you today, please, white heavy checkmark, click the like button to support more seniors learning how to live pain-free. White heavy checkmark, subscribe to Health 365 so you never miss a new video. White heavy checkmark and tell us in the comments where you're watching from. We love hearing your stories and questions. Together, we're building a community of strong, confident, and healthy older adults, one pain-free night at a time. Until next time, this is Dr. Andrew reminding you, take care of your body. It's the only home you have. Sleep well, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video.